Hi everyone, welcome to the DebShop visual guide for EFT Alpha. In the following video, I will explain you step by step how to set up your computer to ensure Alpha is working correctly. Before we start with any settings, we have to go to the DebShop website and go to Alpha. Here we see Intel only for Alpha. If you have an AMD processor and you ordered already, open a ticket and we schedule a refund for you. Processor-wise, X, Xe, 7th gen and earlier processors are not officially supported. For Windows versions, you want to make sure you are between 1909 and 21H1. And for your operating system is only Windows 10 supported. It does not work on Windows 11. If you're currently on Windows 11 and you plan on getting Alpha, open a ticket and we can make sure we're downgrading to Windows 10. Finally, after we have done that and you checked your PC for the requirements, we're going to the settings. For that, we open the DebShop support guide, which comes with every product. We're starting with number 1. For that, we have to disable all overlays. We're opening our Discord, we navigate down to Game Overlay and make sure it's disabled. Afterwards, we open NVIDIA GeForce Experience. We navigate to the settings in the top right corner. We're going down to in-game overlay and make sure that's disabled as well. Third one, Xbox Game Bar. For that, we right click the Windows button. We go to settings. We navigate to gaming, Xbox Game Bar, and make sure the slider is off. Make sure you disable any other overlay as well, as there would be Steam, MSI Afterburner, and different kind of overlays. Then we go to number 2, disable Superfetch and Sysmain services. For that, we're going to the Windows search bar and type in services. A new window appears and you see a lot of stuff. We're navigating through the names and search for Sysmain. If you have found it, you right click, go to properties, make sure you click stop, afterwards startup type, disable, apply, and you can close it already. Superfetch and Sysmain are both the same things. After we have disabled Superfetch and the Sysmain services, we continue with number 4. Currently we can ignore number 3, we will come later to that. For number 4, we have to make sure Windows is not locked by any password or anything else. To check that, we're going to the Windows button, right click, settings, accounts, sign in options, and make sure your Windows Hello PIN, password, or anything else is removed. Once we removed any kind of password from your Windows user account, we continue with step number 5. For step number 5, we have to make sure your drives are in GPT. For that, we open the command prompt and type in disk part. Afterwards, we type in list disk. There you can see if your drives are in GPT. If your drives are not in GPT, check out our tutorial in the guide which gets sent with every product you buy. After we have done the previous 5 steps, we are now coming to the most important part, BIOS settings. We have to make sure your BIOS is set up correct. For that, UEFI has to be enabled. Intel virtualization has to be enabled as well. It can have different names like VTX, VTD, or SVM. CSM has to be set to off or other OS. Secure boot has to be disabled as well. If you are not able to disable secure boot, make sure you delete the security keys instead. If you are not sure how to do that, Google your motherboard for a guide if needed. Following A few images will be in the video, which gives you a slight taste how to do it correctly. After you have set up BIOS correctly, we're going to do one more thing before we start the loader. For that, we open the Windows search bar and type in sysdm.cpl. There you go to Advanced, go to Performance Settings, go to Advanced and click on Change. Here we will change the page file size. Increasing the page file size may help prevent instabilities and crashing in Windows. First, we have to remove the checkmark up here. We select our drives and go to Custom Size. The number we put in there depends on how much RAM you have. If you have only 8 GB of RAM or 16, you can type in 8000 to 16,000. Once you have typed it in, you click Set. If you have 32 GB of RAM or more, you can type in 16,000 and 32,000 and click on Set. You do that for every drive you have. Once you have done that, you click on OK, one more time OK, and one more time OK here as well. After you've done that, you're required to restart your PC for the fully change of the settings. Finally, after we have done the BIOS settings and all other settings, we are now coming to the part where we open the loader. We open the loader not as an admin. If you open the loader as an admin, it can happen that you blue screen for whatever reason, so make sure you open it normally. Here, you type your key in, you click on login. It's preparing a system for a short amount, and then you get asked, do you want to enable the spoofer? Here we will click no. Built-in spoofers are the reason you are most likely get banned. Once you have clicked no, it takes a moment to prepare your system any further. For that, we will just wait till it's done. Once it's done, you get a message that your computer is restarting in 20 seconds. If you get that one, you can just click on OK. Once your computer has been restarted, you open the same loader again as non-admin. Then you type in your key and it's preparing your system for a short time. Afterwards, in your Windows opening where you see Escape from Tarkov undetected, you click on Load Sheet. This will take a slight moment and you get asked if you want to load more cheats. Here you click No. Then optional right now, if you're using a spoofer, you spoof right now after you have injected. If you don't use a spoofer, you just open the Battlestate Games launcher and click on play. Then we have to wait till the game is fully loaded and you're in the main menu. Once we're in the main menu, we click delete on our keyboard. If you have done everything correct, you should now see the menu. For in-game settings, we have to make sure we disable automatic RAM cleaner and disable only use physical cores. For graphics, we have to make sure our game is in borderless. That's basically everything what you have to do. Thanks everyone for joining and enjoy killing some Timmies.